Hi, Dr. Abhinami. So I got to know you wanted to talk to me. What at this hour? What is it about?
Hey Madhur, how was your day?
It was great. How was yours?
Yeah, it was great. But a lot of our clients have this concern. They have a serious condition which needs a medical intervention, but they are not getting the medical care at all. Different countries have different healthcare policies in which they don't have proper treatment and proper treatment. As a medical practitioner, you know, right? So, how important is to have intervention at a proper timing, or else it can lead to a lot of complications. What do you think? Like, I know that you are from a background which has both modern medicine and integrative medicine in your curriculum. I want to know your opinion. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I actually agree on whatever you're saying. So doctors of today, they're heavily overburdened. So they
Okay.
have to see multiple patients round the clock, and the patients as well. They can manage a lot of symptoms on their own, and
Okay.
they can go to doctors at various levels. But that's not happening. So I feel
Okay.
with the background of modern medicine, I feel all of the patients are heavily over medicated as well. They are going
Okay.
forward with any tiny problem they have, they pop up pill. I don't think
Okay.
that is the solution, right?
Okay. So we have now like the healthcare system is overburdened, the patients
Patient.
are over medicated. So the things in extremes makes things more complicated to
Right.
run a healthcare system.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Like what are the conditions like which can really help in, like which are the conditions which can be treated even without going to hospital? Is that, like, I know yoga and diet can help.
Yeah.
So what can it be, like how the balance can be? Do you have any idea of?
Yeah, I feel for all lifestyle and non communicable diseases,
Huh.
yoga and diet and lifestyle modification can play a very good role. So, I think you're a great person to answer this.
Yeah. So from my experience, what I see is the chronic condition, as you said, lifestyle diseases, modern medicine, it can give the medication, but the effect and the result is mostly depending upon the lifestyle changes. And as you know, for a diabetic condition or for an arthritis, we don't have a complete medication to reverse the condition. So eventually you need to live with that. But these systems, diet and yoga, reduces the dependency on medicines. So when you have a healthy lifestyle, everyone wants, right? Who wants to pop pills every time? So if you have an option to treat your condition and reduce the medication, like if you're going to pop three pills, if you can reduce into one pill, that reduces the burden on the medical system, it reduces your medication level, but all these things with a diet and yoga. So that's what at Nirva we are trying to do. So when I talk about this, I'm just wondering, like you chose your career to do in a modern medicine, but after your undergraduation, so what made you think that you need to go to a different, totally a different field like yoga?
It's a funny story actually. So, by the time I came to my internship days, I had already studied everything right from pathology to medicine to gynecology. But whatever I saw in practice, that was not really aligning with my values. So, in modern medicine, you're really taught to just fix a person into a set of symptoms, into a symptom box. The patients don't present to us in a symptom box, right? They come to us with a lot of emotions, with a lot of trauma, and I don't think we are taking this into consideration. Even as the WHO, World Health Organization, health definition comes, that the health is not just the absence of disease, it's a state of complete health and wellness, taking into consideration mental health, spiritual health, and their entire well being.
Yeah. So even in yoga, we say the same thing. A disease is something, it's we are considering only the physical aspect. Even some people think yoga is for only for physical ailments is because of this thought. But even when we are emotional, there are a lot of conditions in our body. Physically, it can go wrong. So I think a medical system should complement each other. Some system can really work on acute condition, as the modern medicine is doing amazingly in emergency and acute condition. But there are chronic conditions which needs the support of other systems, that reduces the dependency, also improves the other aspect of health. So as you also said, like physical health, and you were not able to highlight the mental well-being is so important. So we are having mental health awareness day, awareness month. There are a lot of activities happening. Emotional well-being, all these make health as a perfect state of being for anyone. So I think we are lacking somewhere in the current scenario of health system. So also I would like to know, so when you consider these conditions, so from a modern medicine perspective, so do you think there are people who say that yoga doesn't work, yoga should not be prescribed? There are doctors who say that. What do you think? Like, what is the thought process? Because being from a yoga practitioner side, I would like to know what is the take of a modern doctor, and why do they not align with the principles of yoga, and what is their doubts?
Okay, so on this, I would like to say that not a lot of doctors actually know what yoga is.
Huh, true that.
And also, patients, they don't do yoga in the form that they're supposed to do. So
Huh.
maybe they see a ad, they see some video, and they practice it on their own.
Okay.
They don't take into consideration what their health condition is,
Mhm.
what their physical fitness is there any
Okay.
contraindication that they should not be practicing yoga about.
Okay.
So with this background, they just tell the doctor that, you know, I've been practicing yoga and I'm having
Huh.
some pain. So doctors
Any
get
doctor will
worried,
tell
right?
that, okay, don't do it if it's causing you pain. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it. So maybe if we tell them, like there are yoga practitioners who is very qualified to know your background, medical condition, the contraindication, things you should never do in your life, and then give a practice. So every modern medicine doctor will also feel confident to refer their patient, and also the patients who has the condition will help get the benefit, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. Yoga should be practiced under a lot of medical supervision.
Huh.
They should be taking into consideration how their body really feels when they're doing yoga, and that's
Yeah.
where we can help them.
Yeah, true that. Because you know, there are some things which you have to experience. Even after all the preaching and after all the theories, what exactly your body says.
Yeah.
Now, as you mentioned this, I understand that in yoga we say that each body is unique. Like the condition what I have, even if we have the same disease, your body responds different and my body responds different. So that is a take we take in Ayurveda. Each body type is different. Each condition is unique. Even if you go through menopause, it's not same for all the women. You have set of symptoms the other person. So how we are giving that individual personalized attention to each condition based on their uniqueness, right? We all would like to be unique with our skills, but at the same time even our diseases are unique. It is not, you can't put a single protocol for the entire menopause in the world. So I think this personalization element is what we are trying to do in Nirva. And I would like to tell the interesting story how I came to Nirva. So when I had this interview with our CEO Nived, so he's such an energetic and enthusiastic person. So he said the vision of Nirva is to make the world healthy inside and out. So hearing that from a tech person, I was like, wow, this is a dream I would like to do. Like making the world healthy in a larger picture with a system that can help in reducing their chronic long-term illness, making their life easy. So that is a bigger vision, right? So it is not limited to certain condition. Getting to very it is not like very one-sided or very narrow. It's a bigger picture.
Right.
Health includes everything: physical, mental, and emotional well-being. So that is something. It is like I found the right team and right people who have the same wavelength of thinking of a bigger picture. So as a medical practitioner, I felt the entire team has this vision. So always it is like we think what can help the people better, making them more happy in their day-to-day life. So that is something which aligns so much with my values. So what was your thing, and how Nirva meant to you, and how did you come here?
So my interaction with our CEO was also very insightful, and that is when I heard this idea, health for all, and that is really what resonated with me as a doctor. And I really thought that I should make a difference with whatever knowledge I have. I should really make a mark on the people that I'm treating. That is what resonated with me, and which is why I joined Nirva.
Yeah, I think like everyone in the Nirva has the same value of giving the health. So as you see the challenges that we face here, So one thing is, in the Western world, like we have lot of people with yoga expertise. So what challenge I face is, how do we bring the authenticity of what we learn here from India? As you know, our yoga practitioners have 1,000 hours of training, 2,000 hours. So we are trying to give them the authentic flavor or the real yoga, how it can be good. So as a doctor from a medical background, so what do you think the understanding of the world on the traditional yoga?
Yeah, so I think that scenario of yoga is slowly changing. Earlier to this, yoga was only viewed as hocus pocus or only postures. But yoga is not just asanas, right? As we all know, yoga is much more beyond poses. It has a lot to do with pranayama, with dhyana, with pratyahara. But these concepts, which are really rooted in our traditions, need to go out to the world and people need to see them very clearly and in a concise format. So I'm really happy that we at Nirva are explaining to them what yoga is one day at a time based on their level of understanding.
So we are seeing lots of reels, YouTube videos with different names to yoga, like bead yoga, beach yoga, hot yoga. So they add yoga term to different kind of thing, and it is trending. But what I feel is, yoga is not just the topsy-turvy pose, headstand or shoulder stand, right?
Right, I agree to this really. People having really no qualification or no experience at all, they are just giving any advice to anybody, and people are following that advice, and then they come to doctors with pain. So that is
True.
not really aligning well.
Yeah, as you know, yoga, the word itself means connecting oneself. The in spiritual aspect, it's like connecting the individual self with the universal self. But this huge, the word union connects everything. But the people, when they connect only with the physical, they neglect the mental, emotional spheres they have around. So that is why, like, we try to give a yoga session that includes everything. So the physical pose, breathing, which is a very integral part of yoga, and meditation. So that completes, as you said about WHO definition of health. It's not just mere absence of disease. If you don't have pain, doesn't mean that you don't need to do yoga.
Right,
Like, you start yoga from there.
right.
You start exploring yourself, like your mental, where you are struck up, or how to see the better perspective of yourself and a positive promotion to your health. So that is what we are trying to do at Nirva, like giving yoga the exact meaning and the way it can make their life much better.